I think you just don't want to let yourself be used without giving it thought. I think as a journalist, I will tell you in the Charlie Kirk case, I found this really troubling when, the governor says that we got our guy and he's getting the death penalty. And he hasn't even been inside, the DA, all of it was just so over the top. And I think on the other side, the conspiracy theorists, that's become crazy because in a lot of these cases, they're not putting enough light on what's happening in the courtroom. If you don't give people like an open trial where they could see what's happening, that allows those theories to flourish. Got to balance it against the right of the defendant to, his right to a fair trial. But I have to say, as a journalist, I don't really have to worry about what those arguments are going to be. I just don't want to report one side of them. And I want to make sure that somebody's getting a balanced view of what's happening, what the prosecution will be arguing and what the defense will be arguing. And I don't want to be somebody's tool for how that's going to play out with potential juries. I try to be careful about it. If I can substantiate what they're saying, fine. Like the conspiracy theories, I did an interview, or I produced an interview with Brian Henton with two of the sheriffs from the Utah County. And they talked about how these things are out of control with the conspiracy theories and gave us, some information and about how they found the gun, period. Okay. So they found the gun. They didn't talk about all the evidence and what's on the gun and that sort of thing. That's been reported, but it was good to talk to them about what the process was to try to push down some of the other theories about, the gun was never found or they planted the gun there. Just, the rifle following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But I just think we need to wait and see what happened here. I mean, there's a witness who was his room. I mean, what role did that witness play? Or is that witness cooperating or is he not cooperating? We've tried to be very circumspect about our reporting in Charlie Kirk because it is a minefield. And I know for Brian Enton and for myself, and we work together a lot at News Nation, and that neither one of us want to be the conduit of misinformation or just be used by somebody for certain purposes. So it's important to stand up and think about why somebody wants to talk to you, not just that you got somebody to talk to you. I got the interview with so-and-so. Well, why?
Yeah.
I always said, and I'll let Ray go here, but I always said with informants in the FBI, cooperating witnesses, tell me you want money. And as long as the information's good and we could then prove a case against someone, that's why I want it. Maybe an investigative, hey, give me $1,000, I'll give you information. As long as, of course, you can prove it. You may want to get a second or third source at the same time. But otherwise, with the hidden agendas or even overt agendas, that's very much problematic in that regard.
Put it in your piece. So-and-so, this source inside the investigation or this source inside the defense of so-and-so says such and such. Now you decide how much weight or credibility you want to give it.